Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We got another night of some Dota action. It's going to be replays for ourselves tonight for the AEL University League. We're up to week 6. This is going to be a series from a while ago though, but it's going to be USYD Blue Beta Two against UNSW. Be an exciting one. We got the draft already set, ready to rock and roll, so we may well jump into that. We saw USYD Blue Beta. We cast them last week. We've also watched UNSW Roar as well. So this is going to be exciting to see how these two teams are able to battle it out. We are getting to the later stages of the groups here. So with all the development that we've seen come through from these plays, it's going to be exciting to see how they're continuing to shine and look incredibly strong as a team.
Dire team.
But here we go. The opener, UNSW. It's not USYW as well. I remember that. They've reminded me it's USYD. Ah, that's right. Because I remember last time when we were casting them, they
5 seconds
it
remaining.
wasn't USYD. At least I was pronouncing it YD instead of USYD, and I'm like, what's going on here? But they're like, no, like this is actually how you do it, or how you pronounce, I should say. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Now I understand. Before I was like, what?
Remaining.
It always felt like really clunky to type, not to say, to articulate. But now it's just used it. Now it's so much more easier. But yeah, we've seen USYD play. I believe we've also casted a UNSW as well, Raw. So, but I like the opener. I mean, these are some very conventional meta heroes. You see that the OD gonna get picked up. It looks like this is back on the previous patch as well. At least with how the picks and bans are situated, because Radiant have first pick, and then they don't have they don't have the overall 4th pick, which has changed now. Now, if you have first pick, you also have the last pick in the first phase. So, but I like what UNSW have done. They've taken the Mars away from USYD here with opening up in the Phoenix. We see a lot of teams still favor this Phoenix and Mars combo. It is incredibly scary, something that you do not want to verse. We see the capabilities of having this team fight, mass AoE, controlling factor where it's very difficult for a lot of teams to be able to deal with. And it looks like it's it looks like, at least with how it's situated at the moment, then I like the band. I do. You get rid of the Snapfire, which is a big way to deal with the Phoenix. The Jug, the Troll's also taken care of as well. So they're doing very well here from USYD to protect the Supernova, at least in terms of their bans. And now they're going to pick up a hero that lanes very well versus the Mars. It can kind of get kited a little bit. OD with the Astral makes it very difficult for Ursa to play into. I mean, you just always have to keep in mind about the constant spam of like whoever you go on there, they always are protected from the Astral.
5 seconds remaining.
And before you get BKB, you're also in a bit of a tricky spot there. See how USYD Ursa's able to at least play. They're going to have to really rely on a lot of stuns here now from Dire. Otherwise, we'll see that it could be a bit of a difficult game. And now, especially with the Shaman getting picked up, this is a support that we've seen kind of the rise along with the Lion, which the two heroes that only have the built-in Hex. And yeah, we're seeing that rise in the Hex, such a important factor in a lot of the fights. So I really like at least with that getting picked up, because now it gives you the capability to blink on in, and then makes it really difficult for. They do have at least a save in the Tusk, but Shadow
Radiant
Shaman could
team
just
pick.
provide you with so much AoE control. And I look at all the physical damage that you should have. Slaughter getting picked up. Like, you are just going to rip yours down. This is a lot of, like, it's a lot of physical damage. So you've got to be careful of this. When you're going up against just one
10
damage
seconds
type, it can be
remaining.
kind of easy to itemize for and draw for.
5 seconds
Like a
remaining.
Terrorblade here could be pretty good, honestly, for Radiant. It's a ranged hero, has very good game, very good armor,
Radiant
so you don't really
team
care
ban.
too much. And there's the Terrorblade getting picked up. It's also range versus the Ursa, great versus the Phoenix.
Dire team ban.
So I'm a fan of the Terrorblade getting picked up, and you take a look like a hero that has, you can be very reliant on not getting bursted down.
Radiant team ban.
And the OD gives you that saving factor. So if they get the jump, the OD can reset, Terrorblade can turn. Be very awkward for them to try and bring him down. And now they're just going to have to try and ban some mid lane
10
heroes that
seconds remaining.
have magic damage and deal with the nuke. And I think the Lesh ban is great.
5 seconds remaining.
They need ways to get rid of the illusions. So illusions, taking towers, and magic damage. And I think the Lesh is perfect. The Pugna, honestly, I would have liked for USYD. Just for that factor of what the Lesh does. Magic damage, helps with illusion, takes objectives. And I actually like it a lot versus the OD as a core. At least an OD that relies pretty heavily on using your Arcane Orb for a majority of your damage output, instead of just, the build that we used to see last patch, that Meteor Hammer. So what can UC go for with their overall last pick that provides that? I
Dire
mean, there's not a
team ban.
lot. I guess you just can double down on physical damage and get pushed in that regard, and the TA definitely does that. Zeus is probably a capability here from USID.
10 seconds remaining.
If we're gonna go magic damage and illusion clear, do you want
5
let's
seconds
see,
remaining.
because there really are no more intel like new. Yeah, sorry, magic damage dealing heroes that also take objectives with those two bans. So I'm trying to go through the hero pool now to see if I'm missing anything, but I can't. Just can't see.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, so maybe you just have to.
Dire team pick.
It means it's not going to be
Winter
the best overall last pick, and they get a Wyvern as well. With how much physical damage that you should have, now it really forces you to go for someone who has some magic damage. You can't double down. You can't even triple down now on your physical. It's just way too much.
10 seconds remaining.
It was
5
Zeus.
seconds remaining.
Probably my best bet. They're going to invoke her regardless. So it's the classic Sir Ramen Noodles invoke, right? Of Sursa. Yep. The classic. He is a absolute fiend for some invoker. I tell you that much for certain. Um, it's not as much of the magic damage that I was looking for, but they have decent ways to be able to protect the egg. I'll say that. Like Tornado, Deafening Blast, even dropping the combo of like just a meatball or something. So it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see how they're able to take these fights. Which team do I prefer? I think Honestly, I love this Terrorblade. If anyone's going to carry this game, I believe it's Terrorblade. But the issue is that Radiant, well, Dire, I should say, have very
Prepare
strong ways
for
to be able to
battle.
take Roshan, Ursa, Slaughter, Tusker. Like they can really be a big factor here in taking those objectives. So it could be a little bit annoying. But Radiant have very good Roche control as well. You can scout out with the illusions. You got very good AoE control with the Wyvern, the Mars. So we'll see. We'll see how this game goes. Again, this is just all eyes right now on the Terrorblade. Let's see what TB is going to be able to do. And of course, we are still playing. This is this is series on that last patch. We are actually still going to
30
see
seconds to battle.
OD going into the Meteor Hammer. Oh, this is so interesting. Oh, Ursa. That's 4 cures from Radiant up top, and they're just gonna get this kill. This is gonna be. This is gonna be so confusing casting on the last patch. Actually, this is actually gonna be so confusing casting on the last patch. But all right, we'll do our best. We shall do our best, lads. Appa, are they just gonna give 2 kills away to start their will? Odie will pick that up. Odie's got 2 kills. What's he got coming out? Oh my lord. Tango Self. He's also got 330 gold in the bank. You love to see that. That is... Well, what more of a start could you want, honestly? Let's go. We'll see how this matchup's going to end up faring bit. It should be pretty decent. I'm going to have to remember everything from last patch. There's been so many changes. Like that Earthshock's not the right thing, even though it's saying it is. That's so weird. Well, this is a really strong lane from Dire. I mean, Slaughter level 1's not the greatest. 1 point in Bash is negligible. 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 I can't pronounce. I'm struggling. I can pronounce it in my head. But yeah, you don't care about the Slaughter level 1. I'm stuttering my word use. So funny. Classic. But again, like you take a look, Terrorblade's got 12 armor, 4.8 agi gain, and like he literally just turns. He's already level 3 off that solo experience, but he might end up dying. Be able to make it away though. So yeah, the Terrorblade just does not give a damn right now what goes on with all the damage output. So he's gonna have a really good lane. Playing on the top's going to be a lot of the action, and we're already seeing that actually. Xeon ends up falling here. So, and Ursa in a Phoenix lane as well. Ursa's a really strong laning hero. Early on, like level 1, it's level 1 to level 2 isn't the strongest. You definitely are a lot better once you hit that level 3. But same with Radiant. I mean, their lane, this is a really good lane duo. The Mars Shaman, even though Invoke one's going to miss that combo there. But you see they've got very good control. But now that App has at least got the level 2, is going to pick up 3 at a pretty good rate as well. It's just going to be a game of like, what's Ramen Noodles going? He did go Crossworks, okay. So they definitely needed that playmaker right now for the Dire side. You know, they didn't have the capability to... They didn't have the capability to move around the map and make plays. Like, Phoenix isn't the strongest support to do that. is very strong at counter initiating. The Tusk is decent, but you kind of need to play with someone else, and the Invoker is going to be a great person to do that. So I like that he's going cost X. It also means that he's not going to be overly greedy. Because if he went Exort, then it would have been a pretty passive game from the side of Dial. Do see Terrorblades perform pretty low down bot. So I was trying to man fight. They're able to actually get the kill. K07. You see 2 points up in the bash. I hope a money there as well.
Double damage.
That's a big kill to find because I really did not think that they would have actually been able to bring him down throughout the lane, but they're able to find that kill. You see though, like whenever Slar does solo, they should just be able to hit back. Again, he unfortunately doesn't have meta though, so whenever meta's available, you've got a lot of kill threat. Like Wyvern's not the strongest laning support as well. I don't know, like maybe this lane goes different if they had like a stronger position 5. Get this kill. Only got 1 point tag team. Do we find? Got Windlace, but Buddy's got boots. One more right click, he should be able to chase him down. Runs to the Terrorblade so he can help out. That reflection slow. Now expires. Muddy. Oh. Driving. Oh. Ooey. Good fall.
I am the snowball from
The above for Bowie. And 12, Loveless. Looks like they've already used the combo for both one. Loveless. He's going to go straight into that Battle Fury. Jumping in. He didn't get the Wonder fast enough, but now they're able to burst him.
Have no honor.
Nice use of the spells from Invoke One, and Appa's already dived in. So they get a double kill up top. Meanwhile, we do see the Terrorblade falling once again. Bottom lane going a lot better. Now, what do you do with the TB? Put him in the junk. Well, OD's got Meteor. You might have to shove out this lane on OD, then doesn't have any mana though. 5.6 bad. Bot's now going to be a bit of a tricky spot because now you've got 3 points in the bash, and yeah, Wyvern's just gonna die. Okay, you got to get out of dodge of this lane. Now that the Stardust level 6, 10 armor reduction. I mean, he's already got 19 on the Terrorblade, but this is... You're going to get amplified by 2 points in the tag team. We're actually seeing that it's the Sir Ramen Noodles Invoker that's heading top. Just runs into Xeon. That little bit of vision drops the combo, and yeah, Xeon's going to end up falling. So they don't get the kill on Invoke One, but at least the Invoker gets something out of that rotation. Would have been disastrous if we saw him move over there and not be able to pick up a kill and just give space to the OD. He needs mana. If he has mana, he gets a solo kill. That's the issue. I mean, you don't really want to bring a Clarity out. You have that capability of the Equilibrium. Just gotta get... Oh, sorry, the S block. Just gotta get kind of lucky. But overall, I mean, OD's farming really well. The Ramen Noodles, unfortunately, he's only got 24 last hits. It looks like OD's done a great job to just zone out from. But that's a lot of damage on the tower. I like this play, though. They're going to bring the Tusk mid, try and wrap around. He's got a little bit of backup in the Shaman, just gets the Astral off. That actually dodges a lot of the damage. EMP whiffs. Now with Xeon showing up nearby, they're going to have to contemplate whether they want to stick around and continue to make that play happen. It would have been very difficult. There we go. TB, yeah, he's just going to go back to jungle. You do see, though, like, even though TB's got 2 deaths, you're going to be fine. Like, you will farm the jungle incredibly far. This is the nice thing about the Terrorblader's mid lane. We've already spoken about how high his agi game is. With all the armor and the illusions, you really don't have to bring out much regen to survive in the jungle. Because you just have, well, one, you don't take barely any damage, so you don't need that. And you also do a lot of damage as well, so you clear the creeps pretty fast. And then this can leave the Wyvern to play the dead lane, which is honestly how I want to see them playing. Because I don't think there's much top lane. Try and get the kill on the Ursa, but Appa's already got 3 points in the Sunray and Loveless as well. With the Enrage, it's going to whiff out a lot of damage to start. And now nice just the snowball from Muddy coming over. Shards is off the mark, but like they really forced that kill on the Ursa. Appa already having 3 points in Sunray, just plenty of health to give Loveless. And yeah, I just really want to see them mid. One day he'll get that kill. Ramen Noodle's playing with fire right now. We're going to see the Wyvern still fall. Keep an eye on mid. It's now with the Astral pop. It's enough damage to find it. Iboka this time will fall. You see he's been toying over the line here, but it looks like OD now overstepping the mark because K07 will slither on forward. He's got a killing spree now to his name for the Slaughter. Level 9 as well. He's had a great start to this game. 3-0-1, 49 last hits.
Spare me the tears.
But yeah, ideally, this is what you want to do. Get the Terrorblade out of bot. Have him farming around this area, pushing in top, putting pressure on top with the Metamorphoses. Enrage, Invoke one's in trouble. Now with the Hex, Loveless, he kind of committed forward with that jump in the Earthshock. So Ramen Noodle's TP space. Arena's still going to get dropped though. They know that Loveless doesn't have the Enrage, but is able to jump out of the arena. Nice use of the Earthshock there. They still have the Astral. Supernova's going to get dropped. Rating, can they turn their attention to bring down the Phoenix Egg? They will be able to just in the nick of time. And now with the Invoker's going to end up losing his life as well and die. They don't have the numbers to continue with this skirmish. Muddy gets back onto the safety of the T1 tower, but Loveless won't be able to do so. As 3 will fall on Dire. They now have the numbers advantage up top. I mean, Metamorphosis is about to expire. But they still should be able to take the tower. That is an incredibly early blink, though, on K07. Wow. That's a hell of a blink. And they bring Mars down instead. Okay. I want to see I want to see Wyvern and Mars playing bot. And honestly, like OD from mid to bot as well. I think you defend mid and also keep that bottom tower alive. Now that top super early. And Dire don't have the greatest way to hit objectives. So you put the Mars in the front line who's really tanky. You now have a big advantage with top getting claimed because now it can give Terrorblade a lot of space across the map. You do see Terrorblade is in trouble. He doesn't have a TP. He's going to get a little bit of support thanks to the Wyvern coming on over. But K07, there's the Cold Embrace and all the physical damage. If that's your only damage type, they're just going to wait out. Sunder's going to fly. Xeon Flux with a great rotation. Locks in K07. He's got the Shackles as well, but Muddy's pretty speedy. Reflection's going to be up in a couple seconds. They could have got that kill with the slow, but it looks like all they needed there with the blast. They'll close the distance. Great use of the teleport scrolls. The boys coming on over. And now mid lane. Hammer's going to get dropped. Appa's going to be careful as well. Cold Snap. Appa doesn't get the dive away. This game is looking really, really well right now for Radiant. And they're even smoking up. Like, look how aggressive they're getting. That was the reveal of the blink for the Slaughter. So the fact that he doesn't get much out of that. And Slaughter rushing blink, like, Blink is all on finding kills. It really doesn't give you much else. I mean, yes, it's you get to camp faster, but that's not what a Slardar needs. So this is all on him finding kills, and you know, if you're unable to do that, it's definitely not the sign you want to see here for Dire. What has the Ursa got? Okay. Perseverance, broadsword in the river. Nice freebie.
I outlive another.
Yeah, maybe we can see off the back of like Sir Ramen Noodles. You're running the wrong way, Zeon. He didn't go up to the top side. They're going to cut him off with the retreat. He's trying to get onto the tower. They're still able to close the distance. So 2 freebies there. Well, that is one thing about Dire, that now that they have the blink on Slardar, Ramen Noodles as well with their pick-off potential. And you just give space for Lovelace. And letting get a pretty decent timing in the Battle Fury. What is the OD? He's already got Witchblade. Fire out OD's farm. Do have to keep in mind though that they did give OD like a really good start to that game. He had 2 kills before the Horn. Well, at least before the creeps hit mid.
Gold and sweet. Coin of the realm.
Oh no. They could have got that D1 on the obs, but OD runs into the Invoker. Has he got anything available to cast? He doesn't. Snowball in. KO 7. That's a nice counter initiation as well. Now with the arena, but it doesn't matter. Dire doing a lot of damage. Appa's going to dive in, dropping the supernova in the middle of the fight. Radiant turn to deal with it. Can they bring it down fast enough? They cannot. Appa, he gets the egg off. Almost secures the kill on Invoke one as well. There's no extra gap close, no extra damage. So it will be a 2-for-1. The OD falls. Okay. And that's Battle Fury now completed for Loveless as well. Has he got any stat? No, nothing around the jungle. Man, what a counter initiation from K07. That was really, really impressive. Jumps on forward. Triple or double bash? But whatever it was. Hype play. And now they've found Imokon again. Got the heals. They didn't Astral the Ursa though. That's a lot of their damage right now. He controls the Slardar. Great use of the curse. Taunts up 4, but where's the extra damage? K07. He's going to be okay. Now Radiant are trying to sweep on over, but they don't have the numbers advantage because Terrorblade's not going to get involved. Loveless though, he doesn't have the enrage. Don't drag him back. Loveless still keeps his life somehow. OD control thanks to Sir Ramen Noodles' Invoker. Great use of the cold snap. And now he has to use the Astral defensively, but he's still gonna die afterwards. He'll get the kill on the Ursa just before he dies. But Dire, their past couple of fights, they're gonna see Bowie as well. What a sunstrike. Bro, Ramen Noodles' Invoker is something to fear. Like, it was a bit of a wonky early game from him, but this is something that I could be a bit worried about heading to the later stages. He doesn't have the greatest net worth and didn't go X-Sword or like a Midas for him to scale. Honestly, I'd like to see him not go Spirit Vessel and maybe think about a Midas, because this one, late game, I think you need that hyper scaling potential on the Invoker, and I don't really know what a Spirit Vessel is going to do for you. I mean, it's nice versus the Sunder, nice versus the Cold Embrace, but it's not like it's a hard counter item against like a Timber, for an example, or like these tanky heroes that Radiant have. But there's some big kills. Every time they're getting that OD, I mean, he's level 14. He's the highest level in the game here. Shizuya, I think is how you pronounce it. Shizuya? All these name. Babui. The 4 must be an A. Bababui. Loveless? Uh-oh. Gets him rage off. It's just the Invoker though. So Loveless isn't going to have the backup. They still drop the Supernova, but now Ready can easily turn their attention. You see the disarm a little bit too late. And then we have a Ramen Noodle stuck around because the Phoenix committed there. So they should be able to get the clip. Muddy jumps on 4, but the taunt, no K07. It's a great crush, but it's not going to matter. Dire to save your teammate Syndrome coming in full force here as they're going to end up losing 4, potentially a 5th. As Muddy... Oh no, nice use of the blink. He just gets away. But losing 4 heroes there on Dire never feels good. A bit of a DC, but hopefully it's not too long. Guess we even have the capability of speeding up if we really want.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And now we're back in just like that. Let's go.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
A 1,000 net worth lead for Radiant. And, I mean, meanwhile, Terrorblade's still been getting very farmed. It's just a game of, you know, what cores can get more farm across the map. We've seen the Ursa 5 deaths for love.
What a bounty! I was meant to have this.
Not what you want to see at all. Another DC. I don't want to see it. That feels like I'm cheating. We could do it actually. We have the capability. We have the power. Yeah, so I guess, you know, people aren't aware. They're like, how are we speeding up this game? Yeah, it is a replay, of course, but you know, whenever we don't have games available to commentate, we are up to week 6 right now. None of games have been scheduled. So whenever we have the capability to go back and watch some of the beautiful performances from the Uni boys, then we always want to do that. We want to highlight these players as much as we can, get the awareness out there of their incredible skill,
Haste.
and also just build the rapport of the teams and players before we get into the playoffs as well. But this is what I've been loving about a lot of the replays. We've done a couple of them so far
Soldier's fortune.
throughout the season, and just allows us to stay up to date.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Either have they got Serpent ones? Yeah, they're about to have a backup.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But Dire, I like how they're posturing right now. That observer looks so weird. Mid lane, ramen noodles. Well, bye bye. Bye bye, my good sir. Why's that wall freeze? So many bugs on the map. Good old 7.28. But yeah, this is the next objective for Dire. Oh, can Radiant take it? Meta, Serpent Wards. They have to drop Serpent Wards, I believe. Wow, even Roche looks weird as well. There's a lot of visual bugs. Where are their... I guess we could do this to see. Wait, is that an obs? Okay, that's an obs. That's an obs, even though... I'm so...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm not even going to question it. Not going to question it. Okay, so they don't have to drop Serpent Wards, which is nice. They did pop meta for that, though. They're probably just going to chill. The main thing is that Aegis actually takes it out of the hands of Dire. Because I was really worried this game that Dire would have had a strong capability to be able to take Roshan. But now you see that And because I do worry about late game Terrorblade as well. And considering you're against the Wyvern, and Wyvern this game with all the physical damage that I have is really scary. Cold Embrace save, you got the Astral save, Scardy now completed.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And you see how difficult it is for
Dire's
Dire to
top
take
tower
objectives
is
though.
under
And this is what that, Lesh ban was so beautiful from
Dire's top tower
the
has
boys on
fallen.
UNSW.
Radiant's
And honestly, the
middle
Pug
tower
I
is
wish
under
they didn't
attack.
ban it up themselves on Dire. I think they're probably kicking themselves, to be honest. But Appa gonna end up diming that. Catch up Ramen Noodles as well in the arena.
Radiant's middle
The
tower
Invoker
is under attack.
really struggling this game. We highlighted that, so Ramen Noodles has got quite the Invoker.
Perfect.
Tusk.
Of course.
They're able to get another kill here as well. Muddy just gets the blink away. They even care about Muddy right now? No, they don't. Just gonna walk it down, take some objectives. Serpent Ward's available. They're going all... This seems a bit overzealous. Well, let's see how it works out.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's
Dire
middle
are obligated
tower
to now
is under
come
attack.
back and, I mean, you got to do something about your high ground. Tier 3 towers. It's getting sieged and... It just... took so much damage. And Radiant really didn't commit heavily. I mean, Serpent Ward's dropped. They still have Aegis for another 2 minutes 30. Someone needs to TP bot, cut that, and then cut this top wave with a hero, like Dragon on the high ground, or with like a Terrorblade illusion, which he'll probably run and do it himself. Because you don't really want to leave this area now that you have the ward on the high ground. Like, you really want to push your heroes. Radiant. Nice ward from Appa, though. Pokemon. They get the start. They've used a lot of their control, but now with the center, this beautiful snowball, it should give the Phoenix the opportunity to be able to get the supernova. Actually, maybe just the dive. He still drops the egg. They get the shackles up at Tusk.
Radiant's bottom tower
They'll swing on in and get that kill. And now they know the supernova's on cooldown. They've got meta if they want to walk up instead.
Dire's middle tower
Now the
is
tier
under
3
attack.
tower, yeah, they could get this with
Dire's
ease.
middle tower has fallen.
Egg down, Tusk down, no buyback, and
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
this full set of barracks is going to get claimed now. Your bot's getting pushed in.
Dire's
They can go
middle
top if they
barracks
want to.
has
They still
fallen.
haven't used meta. Serpent Ward's up in
Dire's middle
20.
barracks
They got
has
Aegis for another minute 30 here. Like, this is a big timing from
Dire's
Radiant.
top
And
tower
honestly,
is
I
under
don't see
attack.
what Dire are going to be able to do.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Gold and sweet.
This, maybe K07 can get another crazy initiation on the Slardar. We've seen him have
Dire's
some
top barracks are under
incredible jumps. But you're still worried about them having the Aegis advantage right now. And like, Ursa's not TPing back. He's got a
Dire's top
TP if he
barracks
wants
have
to,
fallen.
but that's just 2 full sets of barracks now getting
Dire's
claimed for
top barracks
absolutely
has fallen.
nothing. And now Muddy? I mean, Muddy's now just dead. Like, I don't know what's going on Dire, but nice use of the snowball. It's going to drag him further out the base. Now with the reflection, K07 blinks straight on top of Invoke Bomb, but there's the Cold Embrace protection. Now with the Scardy, K07's able to get the bash, but now with diving Invoke Bomb, that's an incredible arena. Finds 3 on the high ground. Invoke one. What a jump in. Jesus dropped and Radiant. They end this game 26 minutes in. What a dominant performance from UNSW. Boy, oh boy, they end this one in quick fashion, just getting the Aegis and ending it from there. A solid game one from them. It's just, I mean, Shizuya, if I'm pronouncing that right. Again, not a weeb, but the OD had such an incredible start to the game, and all up as well, 12, 3, and 4. Terrorblade went 10, 2, and 6. Like, overall, Radiant, they just played incredibly well. Their teamfight execution, USYD just gave away a couple of freebies, unfortunately, and it was just enough for UNSW to really nice Roshan, actually heads up play for them. And as soon as they got Roche, they didn't look back from there. That advantage gave them a big opportunity to take objectives. Then UNSW now able to take the game one victory. And we'll see if they're going to be able to continue with that strong performance into our second game of the best of two. We'll send it to a quick break. We'll be back shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We got our second game underway here between
10 seconds
UNSW
remaining.
up against USYD Red Alpha 1. We saw
5 seconds
UNSW
remaining.
Roar, a solid game one performance from them. It's going to be no different here with at least the order in regards to sides. We got UNSW on Radiant, we got USYD on Dire, but we're going to get to see a bit of different hero here in the Witch Doctor getting picked up, which you love to see that. This is a hero that
Dire
we
team pick.
see occasionally. Some teams hold a lot more priority on the Witch Doctor than others, and I'm very excited to see how Dire are actually able to play with the Witch Doctor, because I think it could be a pretty strong
10
hero,
seconds
honestly.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They have the thing about the Witch Doctor, especially against the Mars as well. Mars is the hero that, like any strength heroes, you are able to survive on just like a slither amount of HP. Like it's more like the Timber, but
Radiant
like
team
still
pick.
Mars regardless. Yeah, he's a beefy boy, and he's not easy to kill. Not easy to kill at all. We just see so often that you somehow scurry away with your life.
10 seconds
So I
remaining.
like that the Witch Doctor is going to take out that capability.
5 seconds remaining.
Maledict is just such a annoying ability against some of those big boys.
Dire team pick.
Crystal Maiden.
Get to see though. Beastmaster getting picked up. I believe this is this is yeah. So this is the last patch. So this is still not that new Beastmaster. So we're gonna
10
see Necro
seconds
Books once
remaining.
again, which is interesting.
5 seconds
Who else
remaining.
wants to see Necro Book? Megalo. Hey. Anyone else
Radiant
happy that
team
that's
pick.
gone?
Brave
I don't know.
team.
Necro Books were pretty busted. Necro Books were goddamn boosted.
Radiant team
But
back.
hey, which chilling. They're not in the game.
Sack.
We happy. Happy. Got Leshrac getting picked up for UNSW Roar.
10
So
seconds
now
remaining.
we saw previously that there
Dire
were some
team
big
back.
issues with being able to take objectives.
Radiant team
Mainly
back.
for USYD. Now with the Beastmaster, they have that capability. Radiant have their own as well with the Leshrac. I like how they paired it with the Crystal Maiden as well. Lesh is a hero that just wants to dump out as much mana as possible. So the fact that you're going to you now have someone to amplify you're not only your farm speed, which is such a drastic factor. So I like at least what they've done there. How do we feel other Beastmaster? Feel about what's the overall last pick look like for these boys? UNSW, they're looking for their carry, and then UCID are looking for what I believe would be their position 2. What can
Dire team
we're gonna
pick.
see. What do they go for? They go the
Alchemist.
they're gonna get Elk, huh? That's a bit of a yiker. No one wants to see an Alchemist. I personally don't see an Alchemist. That here, get it out. It's so disgusting. So disgusting. I will see. We'll see how the Alchemist goes here. And they're gonna pick up an
In
Ember.
the
Okay,
spirit.
so
Choose your hero.
I mean, there's not a lot of lockdown for Radiant, but I have to play this game incredibly fast against the Alchemist. Cannot give him any space at all. The lane, I really don't like this Crystal Maiden lane, though. I think you have to try, but that they're gonna get punished so hard. K07 with the Shaman. No, that's not it for me. You are going to have a very, very difficult time. So what do you got? Like Beastmaster's gonna take your towers early. Yeah, you just have to play super fast, but can they dodge? Like how do you well let's see. What about the mid matchup? Lesh versus Ember. I mean it's nice that Ember's gonna have a lot of protection with the Flame Guard. Um But the Leshrac doesn't offer any control versus the Emperor, and honestly, none of the heroes on UNSW you'd be worried about. Like Spear, unless Pokemon goes for the USYD this game, which we saw last, and honestly, probably forced to, because we saw like through the PGL Major, I should say the Singapore Major, that the Mars became a pretty big counter to the Puck, or at least teams started prioritizing him to deal with just because of the you have
Prepare
the
for
Yule
battle.
Scepter speed combo, and if you get the spear inside the hero as soon as they drop, then they can't get like a phase shift off, for an example. And for Ember, well, phase is instant. Ember's slight is instant as well. The active remnant, not chucking out the remnant, is instant. And of course, we're still in. Keep forgetting the old share the tango. What a classic. But let's see. I mean, can they kill the Alchemist? I mean, maybe the Alchemist pops off. It's
30
going to be that core
seconds to
elk, so we're
battle.
not going to see, thank God we're not going to see support elk. That thing, horrific to watch. But you've got, I mean, again, we spoke about Melodic for the matchup versus the Mars. Never great versus strength off lane. They really, really don't like playing versus the Melodic at all. I like how they're setting up, but it looks like Loveless and Appa are just
The
not even
battle
falling with
begins.
this. Like, they seem aware.
Where next to sink my blade?
Like, aware enough that they have a ward. They're just like, okay, we're going to give no opportunity for them to get the kill. And honestly, I respect it. I mean, they don't contest the bounties, though, so they do still give up bounties. Alchemist didn't go for the Grievous Greed, and honestly, fair enough. You never want to go... But it's just, it barely gives you any extra gold. I'm pretty sure someone said it's only like 60 extra gold. And like the acid spray is so incredibly valuable. I mean, level 1, you can just... It gets you that first wave. So let's see. I really think Dai can pressure the Alchemist. They got, again, Shaman with the strong offlane and the Beastmaster. We'll see how strong K07 is with this hero. We see him, like, we have been very impressed with K07's performance on a lot of heavy initiating heroes. Beastmaster doesn't have to play that role unless you're required to. And this game, he's got an Ember. But mid, how do we think this matchup fares? Well, range versus melee is always not fun for the melee.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Ember's got a little bit of protection with the Flame Guard, of course. Should be able to dodge all the Split Earth. And the nice thing, at least, about the Ember matchup is that, like, Leshrac should never do too much damage to your tower because you can always come back to the lane with the Remnant. Like, you're so mobile. And that's always a big thing when you're against someone like the Lesh stun. When you're against someone like the Lesh and the Dragon Knight as well, heroes that can put a lot of damage onto your tower in quick succession, then you've always got to be very mindful of how you're away from the lane. But the Ember can always get out and back in. Top 2, like, we've got some pretty solid lanes here, honestly. This is going to be, no kills so far to start, but I imagine we're going to see a pretty exciting next couple of minutes here. Muddy just shunned now. Actually, I take this back. I feel like... Do I take it back? I mean, they've got really good waves top. There we go. There's the action. Invoked one. On the Mars once again. Theon is actually playing a different hero, but regardless, they can deal an immense amount of damage throughout the lane here early.
Damn the costs!
Yeah, down bot, like... Crucial Maiden's really, really good against a lot of the... Like, you can get rid of boars super easy, and you want that with the Alchemist, because Alchemist is also kind of decent if he has a control and dropping Acid Spray. And you have Grievous Greed, so any extra creeps you can farm, like Alchemist is like, yeah, boy, I'd love that.
No.
And at least they're just getting, like, a little bit of experience as well. Like, any experience is going to get that Acid Spray maxed out faster. Going to get the Grievous Greed maxed out faster. Mid lane, rotation. Zuya needs it. Verify pop. Now they're going to actually look to turn. The snowball is coming from across the river, and Theon helps out there. Get a nice rotation from the double support duo there. So good start to the lanes overall. Appa, you also should be very dead.
Of course.
I was going to say for a second, is that spear actually going to go through? Nice use of the cask, actually. They're on top of each other. Loveless going to be able to do a lot of damage here, especially with that Melodic that's only level 1. They got a rotation from their extra support, Muddy. They join them up top here. Okay, we do see it's a lot of damage that are getting dealt, but everyone keeps their life. Meanwhile, we're going to have the potential fight around the bounties. There's like it's just going to be 2.
This'll come in handy.
Doctor ordered.
But Shizuya's already level 6, so these are dead. Bye bye, Muddy.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's gonna get really scary.
A tithe to
Like,
the
they've-
impurities.
I feel like you can't, like, Dire's lane, Beastmaster, Shaman strong, Witch Doctor, Wraith King strong. You're against an Alchemist, Crystal Maiden. I mean, Crystal Maiden though versus the Beastmaster 4s. And now you're gonna lose a lot of your towers early. You're gonna lose a lot of towers early. You're not gonna have a net worth lead. You're gonna have 2 supports that are just food. And meanwhile, you're just allowing the Alchemist to solo right now, who's pretty content with doing so. He's already level 6. Gonna be going for the Battle Fury this game. Might pick out to the Melodic.
Radiant's
Yes,
top
does.
tower is
Appa,
under attack.
2 points up in the E is gonna help them finding that kill, but I love this from Radiant.
Dire structures
Rotating
are
miss.
fortified.
There's the Frostbite Snowball just in the nick of time before Ramen Noodles gets the Remnant. Muddy puts his body on the line there to shackle, lock down Radiant so they couldn't continue to dish out the damage to get that kill on the Ember Spirit. But I love the rotation nonetheless from Radiant. Coming over, you've got a Catapult Wave, you've got a Leshrac with 3 points in Edict. You want to use that little bit of a window you have there. So honestly, great rotations that we've seen from the supports. That gank mid, where the Crystal Maiden TP'd, where the Tusk swept across from top to
Dire
mid.
are scanning.
Look at that. Top lane. Uh-oh, Loveless. It's falling low. Be able to bring him down. Ramen Noodles might be able to clean up here. He does have a lot of damage in Pokemon. TP's on cooldown. Spear also misses as well. So Ramen Noodle's actually going to be able to commit forward now with another Remnant. But has he gone too far with Pork Chop showing up with the Crystal Maiden? Now it's up to Shizuya, who doesn't have enough mana as well. So Radiant just giving away a couple freebies. Leshrac had some mana, then that could have been a completely different scenario. Probably could have at least got 2 kills there. But honestly, those kills don't matter. You lose the Mars, you lose the Tusk, who cares? Guess who's farming? It's the Elk. W loving his time this game. Not a care in the world.
Even I can appreciate that.
Wraith King's still farming pretty nice though. It's got the Radiance queued up, of course. Casual build that we see so often. Top lane. Dive's coming out, Radiant. This is just the name of the game, honestly. Make space for the Elk. Even if you're not getting kills, you're still forcing rotations. You're forcing for Dire to feel obligated to keep their heroes alive and keep their towers alive instead of using their attention to find the Alchemist. As Muddy's going to die. Nice use of the Observer Ward, and Beastmaster doesn't have any backup as well, so they're going to be able to get a secondary kill there.
Reduced to your elements.
Leading that into their second tier 1 tower of the game.
Dire's top
As
tower
now all of a
has
sudden
fallen.
it's a 4,000 net worth lead
Radiant's middle tower is up.
for UNSW here. It might now get to the stage where W should get out of bot. Have they got any stack? Oh, yes, they do. They triple, it looks like, by the Ancients. Hopefully they can get some more as well coming up shortly. We might have a fight by the Bounties. Wouldn't mind seeing actually Radiant smoke bot. Bailey? No. This one. For it. Yep, Husk's got one.
We'll take that.
Be a great timing if they want to do that. Or might not even have to smoke now, as long as they just contest the bottom. Be up in 5 seconds. Shizuya. Loveless shot. Oh, Xeon. Xeon. They get the first life. Right next to the tier 1 tower. They're going to have to drop an observer ward just to see where these reinforcements are coming through. They get the angle, and now even W's thinking about moving on over, but he's got the chemical rage. This is a big kill if they can bring him down, but it's not going to be easy. The Alchemist, so much HP regen, so much effective HP. So, I mean, what? Yeah, Alchemist gets out with his life. Battle Fury is going to farm his way to the Ancients, where he doesn't have any stacks waiting for him there. The hell, they look so weird. Kill is going to occur up top as the Shaman falls.
I'll always remember how foolish you looked.
Mid lane. For the T1 tower, Shizuya is in trouble. Melodic, what level is it? It's level 3, so we might see the Leshrac die. He doesn't have a TP. Tango bottle heal isn't enough. It's not. Shizuya will fall. But like we're just highlighting constantly that this is the show of the Alchemist. Like, make as much space for W as you can. It's not even, he's gonna be able to get another stack off top lane. Being caught out. Nice use of the spear, but Muddy has to commit the surfboards. Stack. Oh boy. That's scary. Look how much net worth. 7,800. What's he go up to? Like 8,900? Maybe that's a bit too... That was such a over... Honestly, 8,700. He just got so farmed. I mean, off those 2 camps... Jeez. Look how much gold he just got. So farmed, actually. Like, that's really scary. Boy, oh boy. Beach Master's got the blink now completed. What? He didn't go Necrobooks. I'm like... You know, you guys are probably like, Necrobooks, huh? What's going on? You gotta keep in mind, this is on the last patch. The replay. Top lane. Okay, 07. That's a really deep attempt for the kill. They can get in before the reinforcements come over, then they'll be okay with it. But they might get punished now with how much damage they've taken from the tier 2 tower on both one. Nice use of the arena, but Appa, they haven't found the Witch Doctor. So he's dropping down the Death Ward, raining in the damage from the backline, but still, Shizuya finds the cancel in the Split Earth. He's about to expire with all his mana pool, but he's still able to find the kill on the Witch Doctor.
Is the war over already?
The battle's over, Loveless. The war's not over just yet. You're down 8,000 gold though, brother. And it's looking grim. 3,200 gold in the bank here for the Wraith King. A big fight for them though, and guess who's farming? Sanj and Yasha now completed for W.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
And you're going to have the capability to be able to just walk inside the Roche Pit at a very, very early stage of this game as well. With the cost tag team, you got the acid spray minus armor. Like, that could be a bit of a worrying sign. Dumper K07 finds the Lesh. Shizuya has got some reinforcements on the back line, but I think Shizuya's still going to end up losing his life, though. Nice use of the snowball still. You see the edict along with the pulse nova, but the remnant back under the T1 tower puts Z on Flux in a really awkward spot here on the Tusk. And now Pork Chop's going to get chased down as well. Invoke 1 drops the arena. He's going to be able to get the kill on the Beastmaster, but he doesn't retreat away thanks to the chains on Ramen Noodles. They even have the Wraith King sweeping on over. Gets the blast on Pork Chop. Should have another one up in a couple seconds. So Dire are going to get 4 kills for just losing the Beastmaster there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Have been schooled.
And I tell you what, there's some big kills to be able to find.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Like, Radiant are funneling a lot of their net worth into the Elk, which is how you want to play it. But it shows with the graph. I mean, the Leshrac and Mars behind the rest, even though they've got an objective advantage and have had a lot of map control this game. W should be able to get a stack, hopefully.
We'll take that.
Should clear it anyway. With ease. Gonna go BKB next item, so W wants to get involved here. Do you want a BKB? I don't think you go BKB actually. I think you need a... Do you want AC? Let's see. They have physical damage, Witch Doctor. Beastmaster's pretty physical. Wraith King doesn't even have Radiance yet though. Serpent Ward slight. And like you've got Snowball save, you've got Sanjin Yasha. I wonder if we can go greedy. Like I'm trying to see like how greedy the Alchemist can actually go this game. I guess if you don't go BKB and you die a couple times, then you really throw your net worth lead. And it might just cost you.
Dire's bottom tower is under
So
attack.
maybe it's the safe way to do it. Which honestly it probably is.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is
Radiant.
under attack.
We're going to be able to take the objective as well here. Tier 2 tower. Lift's going to get popped. Let's see what Dire can do.
Tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Dire just don't offer anything. They want to try and control the map. The big thing is you need this Radiance on Loveless. He's got it completed now.
Is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That's the item though. Like that is the big timing. It's unfortunate that they're getting it. It's honestly like not a bad timing from Loveless. Like maybe you wanted it like a minute earlier, but it's just really awkward though because you really, as a Wraith King, you thrive on this Radiance timing. Like that's where you win a big team fight and then you've got like a mass influx of net worth after that fight, and then you get closer to your next item. You get some objectives after that, you get the ages. But the issue is you're going into a hero who's got double your net worth and it's like, I don't give a damn about your timing. I'm stronger than you. Like I can fight into you. I don't care. So that it just goes to show like how awkward it is right now for Dire. Even though like it's 14 to 10 kill count, you know, it's nothing like they're out of it at all. But it's just the stage where he went first item blink on Beastmaster. He's not even going Necros. Like I say that, like now it's gonna be feeling like, hang on, is this on this patch? Like now I'm questioning myself, but no, I know it has to be because the bounties are there. that are there. I'm like, hang on a second. Shizuya? I was gonna join the boys mid, broke one. Got the vision. It's actually just gonna drop the combo straight on the head of the Witch Doctor. It's like, hey, Appa. Yeah, my brother, we're not a fan.
Dire's middle tower.
So we're just gonna drop everything on you, find the kill, find a tier 2 tower as well. Radiant, they haven't thought about going back to claim Roshan, and maybe with that tier 2 getting claimed, they might do so now. They do have to do some creep maintenance, or some lane maintenance, I should say. Loveless? Well, he's ultra dead here. Radiant, they're coming on over. I have at least the outpost point to TP to. Let's see if he can keep his second life here, but I don't think he can. They've got so much damage right now from the side of Radiant. UNSW now can move forward for more. Nice, use the concoction. Alchemist gonna get the sun on too. The Roar gives him a little bit of space here to retreat away, but Alchemist, he wants blood. Look how fast he's moving. He's raged and ready to go. They get the clip on the stun on the Ember. Ramen Noodle's nice snipe, but he doesn't have a remnant to escape to.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The Alchemist locked onto his target and would not give up at all, as that's a 17,000
Dire's
net
top
worth
tower
lead
is
now
under
for the
attack.
boys on
Radiant's
UNSW.
bottom tower is under attack.
And unfortunately for USYD, looking a little rough here. All outer towers have now been claimed. Dire's ancient, apparently. Interesting. How big the hitbox is?
Got it.
Why don't they throw? Page 1 kills. Just get out of the map. Get out of the game, they're saying. You know, they're like, all right, we'll just continue farming more. That's how we'll control this game. We go. Here's that. I mean, this is just such a strong performance right now. I don't know what Dai can really do. Like that again, we've just
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
we contrasted the difference of why for position 1, but even though Loveless is farming well, I mean, if you take away the Alchemist, like I can't put my finger there, maybe with the cursor instead to get rid of his net worth, but you can still kind of see the graph. Like, you take a look though, like he's top of the net worth, but it's just, again, you're going against heroes that don't care. Like the Alchemist is double. So you miss this big Radiance timing. You now have Aegis on W. He can just backpack the BKB. I don't know. It's who have they found? Okay, you get a free pick off like that. Maybe that's how the boys are able to get a nice comeback potentially this. And now they're even gonna run into the Mars, but he gets to blink away. So they're hunting for kills, but unfortunately, not easy to find. You'll get one though.
Oh, look at it go.
19,000 deficit.
Bonded, you and I.
Crystal Maiden. Maybe they'll lower that deficit just by a little bit, but Pork Chop, 4-star TPR, he's gonna make it? Oh my lord. They can't even kill her, just a poor old Crystal Maiden. You truly, truly hate to see it. Like, you really, really, really do hate to see it. It's just not going the way.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But who knows? You know, could turn around in a heartbeat. What's the probability? 91%.
Preemptive flesh trench.
No, no, no. Radiant. Smoking up. 20,000 net with lead. Let's see what they can find here. Dire just completely
Dire
forced
are
out of the
scanning.
map. Like, they have nowhere to play at all.
Radiant are scanning.
I mean, Evoke One's almost got a BKB completed. That's going to get rid of a lot of the control. Damage is starting to stack up a little bit with that magic. Yeah, they still have the Aegis for another 2 minutes as well. Last pause.
Fortunes change.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
But they're making them work for the victory here at least, Dire. They're not making it easy. This is the one thing about Radiant's lineup, is that they really, really lack ways to be able to get pickoffs across the map. And you see Dire have recognized it, so they're just going into the... They're going to the split push side of Dota, where let's just avoid Radiant, especially avoid this Aegis against the Alchemist. Let's just shove out the lane. Play away from the scariness that is the UNSW side. And they've done it very well. I mean, Aegis is going to tick out in a minute here. Radiant are going to have to build for some catch. I mean, Mars Blink yours is definitely ways to define these pickoffs, like he's going to do now on Shaman. Shaman's got some backup. I don't think that backup's going to be enough, though. Unfortunately, Muddy, when you're outside the base and as squishy as you are on a Shaman, they're not going to be able to punish that overstep from Radiant. Now, Loveless as well, showing himself here. Spear pushes him further away from the protection of the higher ground, but they're going to buy back on the Shadow Shaman. Wraith King still has extra life. They'll get the first. And now can they bring him down a second time? Nice use of the arena, zoning back Dire on the higher ground, but they deal with the reincarnation. Now with the Aegis. W. Uh-oh, there's the lockdown. They need help. They need it now. Xeon's going to blink on forward. Is he going to snowball? It's on cooldown. W gets the BKB up, and now Dire able to continue chasing. They've found 3. And now W's in trouble as well. His blinks up. He's going to attempt the TP. They have the vision, though. They do. He'll still make it. So a nice TP out from the Alchemist. But that's a big fight for Dire. They get 3 kills. They get the Aegis out of the hands of Radiant as well. I mean, it would have just expired. So not that they would have been able to do too much extra with it. But you take what you can get here. And now maybe even a tier 1 objective in the mid lane. They might even feed away the kill from Shizuya, which... Oh. Uh-oh, they might now. They got the Hawk vision. Shizuya, goodbye. Nice use of the Hawk K07. We're going to see the Mars TP in. He might actually have to cancel the TP. Let's see. W, nice blink. Gets killed up the Beastmaster. Somehow the Leshrac is still alive, but he's already used the ult. But with stun, he gets off just before the TP. Gives them the control required to find the kill on the Ember. And now they'll move over and find a third as well. They even hold their tier 1 tower. What an incredible fight for Radiant. When it was looking bad, you know, they just lost the big fight there. They come back and find 3 kills with ease. And now they're back down to walking it through the mid lane. Seeing what they can get done across the map. It looks like the tier 3 tower is going to be that objective.
Dire's structures are fortified.
At least Dire have glyphs, so it's going to force Radiant back. What is the Elk going? Because that's a Bizblade not completed, right? So what's he going next with? Ags or Moonshot, right? Maybe go another item to swap the BKB. Maybe. What do we think actually? Do you want to go? Well, like, how are the Agnums in the game? Honestly, not the greatest. They're actually really bad. Nihilism. Causes all nearby enemies in a 450 AoE to turn ethereal.
Haste.
Interesting.
Dire's top
I'm
tower
still
is
yet to
under
see
attack.
the Lesh Aghanims actually.
A tithe to the impurities.
Still yet to see like
Radiant's
how
bottom
strong
tower
it
is under
truly can
attack.
be. I mean, they don't have a lot of magic damage Radiant, so I feel like you're not really going to get the utilization of that Aghanim. But Wraith King, he tried to go for the rune. I think that was just an invis. That's not worth it on the Wraith King. Maybe if it's a double damage rune, but now with the Abyss Blade's going to get popped as well. Controlling up. They find the kill. Loveless. He doesn't have the backup of the boys. The arena. They just can't join them. Another great arena getting used there.
Never refuse gold given.
Invoke one. Ooh, you love to see it. I mean, it's still second in net worth. But... that's tricky. Radiant have so many obs, apparently, but I still don't know which one's observers and which one's not observer. Apparently that's observer. Like, what's... and then they've got a Dies Ancient outside the map. Wait, why is there a Cardi at 31 minutes in? I just noticed that. I would have taken him that to get there, actually. Where would die?
Oh, look at it go.
Roche is a bit glitchy. Yeah, you see Dota, Wind Waker. Poor old Roche. What a life it must be. Just living and dying, living and dying. Like, that's just the...
For both of us?
Get better.
That's just... a hard life. Honestly, a hard life. Swiftling. How can I forget that item? A goddamn Swift.
Double damage.
Oh, he even got the shard as well? I don't know why he got the shard if he can't use it on himself. Because it's only a basic dispel as well. Loveless is going to get put out. Another great arena. Zoning back dies, so they can't heavily commit to be able to protect the Wraith King. But it's a lot of damage right now. Alchemist, Chemical Rage. It's about to expire relatively. He's still actually got half duration along with the double damage rune. Now with the Abyss Blade out as well. Where's Jack Control? So Ramen Noodles protect with the BKB, but he has the Remnant down to the low ground. It's straight into the hands of Evoke one. He doesn't have enough distance on the second Remnant. So they'll lose two. The Alchemist damage through the roof there. Can he FX allied? Yeah, I was gonna say like, can't, so what's he go for at this game? Well, what the hell? I haven't seen the voodoo switcheroo. So what's the basic dispel do for them?
Radiant are scanning.
And like no one uses that attack speed as well. 40 HP regen's pretty nice actually. Smoke pops here. Smoke pop? Loveless! No! Just use like hello? Who's here? Who's here? Watch up smoke pops as well. It popped. Watch up? They got that radiance burn, they would have like something's not quite right. Okay, I mean now you can definitely go Aghanims for Mars now that he actually has Deso. He's even got Orb of Destruction too. Nice on. Frostbite. They have to force the BKB.
My searing chains.
Is Loveless just like not? I think does W see him? What's Loveless doing? I don't know what's going on, but Loveless is.
Guys.
He's like, guys, hello, team, what's going on? Like, I'm so confused.
This is how it
Give him the tips. He's just like AFK top, AFK bot. Hmm. Hmm. Interesante. Oh, they're down 30,000 gold. Honestly, I am not sure what's going on. This is just looking like maybe they're just not in this game. I mean, when you're down so much gold, like, it's going to be really hard for you to be able to come back.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle
Full set of
barracks
racks gets claimed mid. They still got the Aegis for another 50 seconds, and I don't particularly see how Dire are going to hold this. Like, you don't have a way to start the fight. I mean, you got Blink on B-Smarts, but it's not like you have this big team fight capability. You slowly poke and prod, but
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
2 full sets of racks just like that. K07, did they get detection? They didn't get the vision. So, not that they really needed it. But they're going to go back and
This'll come in handy.
shove out top instead. So Aegis should tick out by then. But honestly, they have such an advantage where they should probably just walk up and down the base. I mean, can you get 1 kill on the Elk? Let's see. You've got Blink on Tusk, you got Lotus Orb as well. You literally just give everything to him, let him siege, I think. I really don't think they have anything to worry about. You're even going Vlad's on Mars as well. If you want more sustain, more life steal, why not give it to him? Arena? Jesus. Witch Doctor just got shredded. Oh, I want to see the Ags on Mars, honestly. It does so much damage. It actually does so much damage. And when you've got, like, Orb Destruction
Radiant's
Deso,
bottom tower is under attack.
like, you're so happy with going for it. Like, yeah, why not? Why not feed him it? But it looks like Moonshard is the next item here for W.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is
Who
under
hasn't got a
attack.
TP on him. But I imagine he'll bring one out. This is just a good old delay the game for Dire. How long do we think they can hold on for? Well, I'm going to say an extra... Well, I guess Roche. It doesn't look like Radiant are wanting to end it by then. So I think they can hold on for another 4 minutes. What was the probability? 98%. Ay, ay, ay. %98. That's, well, I mean, there's a chance. It's saying there is a chance. That's all you need. All you need is just a swift of an opportunity. We're just seeing it's just say, let's get out of dodge here. Let's try and hope that they're unable to pick us off. Illusionist Cape's pretty nice. That's actually going to help you delay a decent amount. Okay. I still think they can end.
Thrice the torment.
Let's see. Is Roche going to be a fast spawn? Oh, wait. Okay, maybe not 4 minutes then, because I was thinking it was going to be a bit of a fast.
All mine.
We'll take that.
So maybe a little bit longer than 4 minutes, because with a Roche spawn like that, he's got 40,000 network. Oh no, they found Loveless. I mean, he can't just TP out. He doesn't have a BKB regardless. He probably would have got bashed, so Loveless is just dead. I mean, he doesn't have buyback. You've got to go down and force this then. Meanwhile, Mars? What's the Mars? I'm more intrigued about this. Mars might just 1v2 right now. Muddy? What? Crit down? Is he going to get the kill on Appa too? BKB's on cooldown. Sharma's going to buy back. Pokemon gets rid of the death board, but he will still die. Appa though?
Let death be
Okay. They just dropped all the observer boards inside the base. Are these observers or sentry?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's... watching on a previous patch is so wonky. So you can use it on yourself. Why does it say you can't? I'm so confused. Shaman. Oh, goodbye. Appa. You're next, brother. Oh, that's just space. They're going to have to go up against Megas now. They don't even have to wait.
Dire's top barracks.
They just
Dire's
caught...
top barracks
Oh,
has
boy.
fallen.
They didn't even have a fight. I mean, no buyback available for the Wraith King just forces them to tap out. That's a grim game. They just got elked. They got elked. Nothing else to be said. Just a rough one. So, all in all, I mean, UNSW, a solid performance from them. They're going to be able to take the series here 2-0. Got to keep in mind that this is a replay, guys, for anyone that was not aware. You know, we didn't have any games scheduled, so we went back and watched some of the replays earlier in our series. But yeah, an overall dominant performance from UNSW, securing the 2-0, and that's gonna be it for us tonight. We do have to give a big shout out to the sponsors, of course, before we do say goodbye. First up, AOC, the best viewing experience. AOC is a global leader in monitor display technology. For more than 50 years, AOC has delivered an exceptional viewing experience to millions of loyal customers worldwide. Today, the company offers a wide selection of stylish monitors for home, office, or gaming. Chatime Fresh Iced Tea. Try the new range today at your local store. Chatime is the fastest growing iced tea franchise in Australia. There are over 120 Chatime tea breweries with a commitment to quality ingredients and mix-ins and flair for innovative flavor and combinations to brew nothing but the very best iced tea. Indomie, feed your game. Try out any of their flavors today. Indomie noodles are made from carefully selected ingredients, the best quality flour, and fresh spices from the natural resources of Indonesia, giving it a unique and delicious taste. As a result of Indomie's success, their range has expanded to 14 different products. And RIGG, what it takes to win. RIGG develops headsets, delivering superior audio for competitive gamers and streamers at all levels. Join the RIGG team and enhance your gaming experience. With that being said, guys, to all the sponsors, a massive shout out to them for making it possible, and a massive shout out to all the viewers as well for enjoying another beautiful week and series of Dota action. We're getting towards the end, of course. Again, I mean, we're in week 6, but that was I think that was a week 3 replay. So again, when we don't have any series scheduled, then we really like to go back and highlight these teams, just get the awareness out there for a lot of these players, because they're going to be the new stars coming up, you know, in a couple years when they're able to develop and hopefully get that experience down pat there. So we just you know, it's really nice to be able to go back and watch a lot of these replays if we don't have any series that's scheduled for a live cast. But you know, with that being said, UNSW, beautiful 2-0 victory over USYD. That's going to be it for us tonight, guys. So appreciate everyone tuning in, and we'll see you back another time for some more AEL University League action.